Hey everybody, it's Dan, and today we're going to send some cards, some baseball cards, in to be graded. Now, if you don't know what grading is, check out one of my other videos, conveniently titled, What is Card Grading? Even if you haven't watched that video yet, you can still watch this one. Just go back and watch the other one about card grading a little later. So I decided to send at least 10 cards into 3 different grading companies so I could compare them. How much does it cost to get the cards graded? How long does it take to get the cards back? And which holders and labels seem to look the best? And the most important thing for me will be my predictions. How close are they? If I predict a 10, is it a 10 or is it going to be an 8? I don't know. Will one company be better than another as far as the predictions go? I don't know. That'll be the most important thing for me to find out. Now, I would have loved to send cards to more than 3 companies, but I don't have unlimited funds, so I had to choose 3. I picked PSA, Beckett, and SGC. Now I'm sending 20 baseball cards into PSA because that's how many you need to send in order to get the price discount. Then I'll be sending 10 cards into Beckett and 11 to SGC. Again, if you want to learn more about card grading and maybe get some strategies related to baseball card grading or card grading of any kind, you could check out my other video, What is Card Grading? And of course, share the videos, like the videos, you know the drill. Anyway, I'm not getting any kickbacks from any of these companies. I just wanted to get a good sample size. Here are the 20 cards I'm sending to PSA. Out of the 20 cards, I'm hoping that these 9 are given a perfect 10 grade. I looked, I can't find anything wrong with them. So it will be interesting to see what PSA thinks. These 5 cards I'm predicting will be 9s. These 4 I'm thinking will be 8s. And these 3 look like 7s to me. Why would I send it in if I think it's a 7 or 8? Well, this is kind of an experiment and it's my money. So PSA is currently charging about $25 per card. Now that does not include shipping or insurance or anything else. They do have a discount of about $20 per card if you send at least 20 cards in to be graded. So that's why I chose 20 cards so I could get that discount. Now with the shipping to and from PSA and the insurance, it breaks down to about $24 per card. Now let's move on to the cards I'm sending to Beckett. Here are the 10 cards. None of these seemed like 10s to me. I could find something wrong with all of them. These 6 seem like 9s. There are 3 that I'm predicting will be 8s and 1 that I'm calling a 7. Beckett is currently charging about $15 per card. That's without subgrades. Beckett does subgrades as an option. I didn't want to do that and pay extra for this experiment of mine, so I went with the $15 price. With the shipping and the insurance included, it takes it to about $22 per card to get them graded by Beckett, which is not that far off from the $24 per card from PSA. Finally, I have these 11 cards that I'm sending to SGC. Now they currently have a deal going for baseball cards from the 1970s and 1980s. So I chose 11 from those 2 decades to send in and take advantage of that discount. The price is about $12 per card. Now with shipping both ways and insurance factored in, it's coming to about $17 per card, which is about $5 less than Beckett and about $7 less per card than PSA. But bear in mind that PSA graded cards are generally going to sell for more than other graded cards. Again, check out some of my other videos for reasons to collect and grade cards. So in this lot of 11 cards that are going to SGC, I have 2 that I think are 9s. I could only find something very minor that was wrong with them when I looked at them under magnification. These 3 seem like 8s, these 3 are more like 7s, and finally these 3 I'm calling 6s. Now I'll be curious to see how long it takes for these cards to get back to me. on PSA's website, they're currently saying 45 days, so 6 to 7 weeks for the cards to come back from PSA. Beckett, same thing, 45 days, 6 to 7 weeks. Now SGC is saying 5 to 10 days, so 1 to 2 weeks. I should be getting my cards back from SGC very quickly, and then after that it'll be a waiting game to see whether PSA or Beckett takes the longest. Of course, you can get your cards back a lot faster if you're willing to pay a lot more money, which I'm not, because this is kind of just an experiment. More important than the amount of time it takes to get the cards back, for me at least, is the question of whether or not my predicted grades will be close to the grades that come back from the different grading companies. Since this is the first time I've ever sent cards in to be graded, I'm kind of flying blind here. Now I need to box these cards up, and then it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game. Thanks for watching. Please check back later. I'm going to post follow-up videos as the cards come back. We'll see how close my predictions are on the card grading, and we can see how close the company's time frame is as far as their stated time frame, how long they say it takes to grade the cards. But to me, it'll be fun to see if my predictions are pretty close. In the meantime, I've got a couple other videos you can check out. One is called What is Card Grading? Another one is called A Brief History of Baseball Card Collecting. And who knows, maybe I'll have some more posted soon. But check back to see how this goes. Thanks again, and God bless.